What's up, guys? Eric Prey, Focus Fishing Guide Service, Table Rock Fishing Intel. Got another video fishing report for you for Table Rock. It is Tuesday, August the 22nd. It's hot. I've been out on the water all morning. Been out quite a bit, actually, this past week. Bite's been changing. There's a couple of things going on I need to make you aware of, but the bite's a little bit different than it has been for the last few weeks. As far as our lake level is concerned, we're at 914.18, so almost back to being 3 feet below normal summer pool. With the amount of water they'll probably run this afternoon for utility demand, we'll probably be at 914 flat by tomorrow. Water temperature, it's all 90 degrees, 91 degrees today, guys. I fish basically the Kimberling City area. I'm in a dock at Cedarwood right now. But I fished basically the Kimberling City area all day, and I think the coldest I saw this morning was like 88.9, and I've seen as high as 91, 92 between here and Baxter. But the bite's been pretty good. Some things happening you should know about. Best way to know what's going on, best way to stay on top of everything, of course, is to join Table Rock Fishing Intel and become a pro member. Get all that information. Get the daily reports, weekly reports, all that stuff that we do on a daily basis to help you catch more fish on Table Rock Lake, even when it is scorching hot like it is right now. Some of the bites that are working, of course, it's hot. The drop shot bite, spoon bite is definitely going to be working. Catch them on a shad shape, cut tail, UV drop shot worm, chompers drop shot worm, all those baits. It seems like the bite has been a little bit better on gravel flats and points this past week than it has been in the trees and on the dock cables. But I will say you can still catch them out of trees and dock cables. I caught some today out of trees and dock cables, but it seems like it's a lot more consistent bite, and the fish are grouped up a little bit better on that gravel. So keep that in mind if you're going to go out and fish. Most of the fish are in that 22 to 30 foot range. For the most part on the gravel, they're 28 to 31. Really seems to be the key range. The dock cable and tree bite, they may be up a little bit higher in the water column, especially early in the day. Other bite that's been working pretty good has been with the LS spin. We've been throwing that at fish that are surfacing or fish that we're seeing on our forward-facing sonar. Most of those I'm catching while we're out drop shotting or spooning on those long gravel flats. You'll see you'll see one or two fish around an isolated small school of shad, and sometimes they'll actually even surface. So I've been throwing that LS spin at them, and have been doing pretty well with that too. You're not going to catch everyone that busts, but it seems like those fish that are underneath those shad or chasing those shad, if you can put that LS in front of them, you will catch those fish. There's a lot of fish being caught doing that. The dragging bite has improved as well, really from Kimberling on up both of the rivers. Pretty good dragging bite with either a Pee-wee football jig HD, Pee-wee spider jig HD, Carolina rig with like a brush hog on it, a big worm Texas rigged, or even a heavy shaky head. Those fish have been relatively shallow considering how warm the water is. Most of them have been 12 to about 20, some as deep as 25, but a lot of them have been in that 12 to 20 foot range on those gravel points near the roll-offs, especially early in the day. I haven't really fished much in the afternoon, guys. It's about noon right now, and I'm gonna put it on the trailer and head to the house, but I want to get this shot before I went. But I can tell you most of them in the morning are in that 12 to about 20 foot range, some of them even a little bit shallower. Did catch a few on topwater this morning as well here in the Kimberling area. Most of those came on the ends of bigger docks or around deeper trees. Had a couple up dirt shallow, basically parallel in the bank, but most of them were on the ends of the docks, out of the deeper trees, especially if the tree came up right below the surface. Caught a few fish doing that. Caught them on a buzzbait right up against the bank, and then caught them on a topwater like I was throwing the shower blow, but I think you could probably do it with a spook or a Sammy or even a whopper plopper. And just look for these fish that are either up shallow, because there is a bluegill spawn going on right now, or off of the ends of the docks. Those fish that are, especially first thing in the morning, those fish that suck up under the docks or hang on those dock cables late in the day will be a lot higher in the water column, and if you can put your bait right up against the swim platform on the end of the dock. You can catch a few doing that as well. Guys, we're better than halfway through August. We've got Labor Day coming up, and then once we get past that, we'll pretty much have the lake back to ourselves with the exception of the weekends. I can tell you it's a Tuesday. I think earlier today I saw several boats out fishing, but this afternoon I really didn't see that many pleasure boats out. Maybe 6 or 8 pleasure boats between here and Baxter, which compared to how it has been is pretty nice. There's not a lot of boat traffic. Of course, it is blazing hot, but I think we're getting the lake back. The bite is improving. I think we're going to develop a shallow bite. Like I mentioned, the bluegill. There are bluegill in some of the coves and some of the pockets towards the backs of the creeks that are spawning. So generally that means we'll start to see a lot of bass start to move up shallow to feed on the bluegill. So keep that in mind. I'm going to be looking for that all next week. But best way to know, best way to stay on top of it, of course, join Table Rock Fishing Intel and become a pro member. Get all those reports, all that information we put out to help you catch more fish. But if you want to hire a guide, give me a call. It's Focus Fishing Guide Service. You can reach me at 417-860-4743 or hit my website, focusfishing.com, and I'll either shoot me an email or book online. Either way, I get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Again, check out Table Rock Fishing Intel if you haven't done so. But thanks for watching. Can't wait to hear from you. We'll see you on the water.